What's going on, my beautiful DGens, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. I know it's been a while since I made a video, so if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for checking it out. If you're coming by because you're either a holder or you're a fan of the WOJAK meme, then welcome to the video. Today, I wanted to bring this project to those of you that might come across this video. I think it has a lot of potential, and I'm going to get into a lot of reasons why I think that. Now, first and foremost, if you're familiar with the meme space, if you're familiar with crypto, especially CT, crypto Twitter, then there's a good chance that you've seen WOJAK before. A really good chance. He's everywhere. And for a long time, he was just kind of everywhere in general. For a meme the size of WOJAK, it is only sitting at 6.6 million market cap. In my opinion, this is incredibly undervalued. Now, if you look at WOJAK's history here, you know, it was launched all the way back in early May of 2024, and it's had its ups and downs. It's had a little bit of a rough journey. I don't even know how long this is exactly, but you know, as you can see, there were some believers and some non-believers, and there was some pumps and dumps. And then coming into mid-April of 25 this year, that's when things really started to kind of move for WOJAK. I think it peaked here at just like 2.5 mil, obviously trickled back down, kind of people lost patience. There was some question too as well in the token, like, hey, was this kind of like a bundled little pump right here? Was it bundled? What's happening? And then it trickled off and then kind of lost steam, a few bumps here and there. And then again, just recently, actually in August, late August, so late last month, WOJAK decided to make moves again. And again, a very similar thing played out. It looked like it was, crime season. It looked like it got absolutely crimed, and then people were aping in, and then they all got decimated. And I think it was around this time right here when some people really went, okay, look, man, like this is getting ridiculous. Like WOJAK is such a iconic meme. Why are we letting this happen to this project? Why are we letting this happen to WOJAK? We think it deserves a lot higher. That's my assumption on what ended up happening. And then around this area again, a community started getting formed. I mean, I've been watching it since around here, saw this run up and went, okay, I'm going to wait for an entry. And I started buying on my way down here. And I think my last buy was around 4.5 million. And there's a host of reasons. Somebody had gone into ChatGPT and said, hey, can you make a list of the most known and used memes and number them from 1 to 5? I can't see the rest of this chart, the conversation up here, but ChatGPT went on to say Pepe the Frog, the king of 4chan memes, endlessly remixed, Sad Pepe, Smug Pepe. We all know Pepe, okay? One of the biggest meme coins in the world right now, okay? Coming up in second place is WOJAK, the feels guy. Coming up in third place, Trollface. Then Forever Alone, and then Doge. So Doge didn't even come up in first place here in the memes, according to ChatGPT. Now, I know when it comes to ChatGPT research, you kind of have to take a lot of it with a grain of salt. It's obviously, this probably isn't in chronological order or of importance or popularity. Who knows, right? Pepe was massive. And when Pepe took off after Doge, I think Pepe obviously was the one to start it all. It kind of gave hope to the old school long-term memes. It kind of went, wow, like these memes that were really well known early on, maybe they all have a chance. I personally think that every single original meme from decades ago, or when memes started to come out, I do think they're all going to find their place in crypto at some point. I wish I would have saved more as I saw them on CT, but if you make a crypto account, if you make a Twitter account, X account, and you go through the CT side of things, you are bound to see endless WOJAK. Like here's Pump Fun right here. Some of you won't get it until it hits you. Creator Capital Markets, totally irrelevant to what I'm talking about here. But right there, boom, WOJAK. He's a constant meme being used everywhere you go, everywhere you look. You could disagree with me on this one, and that's totally fine. I think WOJAK is a stronger meme than Troll. Does that mean I think Troll is a bad meme? Absolutely not. I think Troll is an amazing meme. I love it. I've used the Troll memes years ago myself. So I'm a fan of Troll. I actually hold Troll. I've been buying it since 60 million, somewhere down here. With those top memes, with things like Pepe exploding, and going parabolic and becoming very mainstream, and things like Troll starting to really move. If you're in the crypto space, you've heard of Useless Coin, I'm sure. And if you haven't, then you've probably been, under a rock. But lo and behold, who do you see in their banner? Yeah. And these memes are used by everyone, everywhere, all the time. Posted by another, crypto CT guy who talks a lot about, real world politics and things like that, but he's very much into crypto. Here it is. WOJAK meme. The mind share of WOJAK is infinite. It's nonstop. It's a continuous thing for people. If they want to post a meme, the first thing that a lot of people think about is, oh, I need a WOJAK face, or I need a WOJAK face to express this thing that I'm talking about, or whatever it is, right? As of this moment, we have officially broken fairly well into the altcoin season realm. We had a couple fake outs. We had a couple little teases, right? We haven't had a proper alt season since 2022 and 2021. This right here, this entire thing, this entire time that we sat in altcoin season, the wildest time in crypto. I remember it like it was yesterday, and it was so much fun, but it was so interesting, and it was cool to watch, and it was like there was FOMO everywhere, and everything was going to hundreds of millions. Every meme token worth its salt that had even a relatively decent team, and they didn't even have to be overly experienced, were sending their tokens to like 50 plus million, right? You're struggling to see meme coins right now break 5 million market cap, if that paints a picture. And I mean good meme coins, decent meme coins. WOJAK has one of the strongest narratives in crypto, and it is struggling to break 10 mil. So that's why I think WOJAK is a fantastic bet if you want to put your money into something. I said something in my little call channel. Even if I'm wrong, and even if by some unfortunate interdimensional overlooking, WOJAK doesn't succeed this time around, again, losing money on WOJAK will be far less painful than missing a possible generational meme coin. That's how I truly feel. I truly feel that there were so many opportunities in 2021 that I missed out on because I was like, man, it's just not going to do anything, or it's not that cool. But deep down in my core, I was like, but I like it, and I think it could do really well. But, my conviction was, wavered by my fear, essentially. I was afraid. I was afraid to lose money. I was afraid to, be wrong. And because of that, I've missed out on so many opportunities to get into projects early that do ridiculously well, right? And so, again, I think that that's where WOJAK is right now. I think WOJAK has the potential to be one of the top meme coins in crypto. It's sitting at 6.4 mil. Could it come back down? Sure. It could, this little cheesy little trend line on this meme coin. Yeah, come back down here and bounce off the 2-3 mil mark or something. I don't know, right? All I know is that I'm going to just try to keep accumulating this token within reason. I'm not I'm not going to put more than I'm not willing to lose. Let me just finish the video with this. Again, if WOJAK doesn't succeed this cycle, there will, and have no doubt about it, there will come a time when WOJAK does not fail, and it does do hundreds upon hundreds of millions of market cap. Mark my words. With all that being said, guys, obviously this is not financial advice. Do your own due diligence, research on everything. Make sure you check out, the Telegram and the X account that's posting about WOJAK, but do yourself the favor and check it out. Look into it, and then make your own decision from there. Because if you don't see the same potential that I do, maybe it's not a good buy for you. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you for coming by and checking it out, and we will see you guys in the next one.